And now, at a combined weight,
Absolutely not.
the Face Beat Heels High Podcast.
Hey, you're listening to a wrestling podcast made by women.
If you don't like women or wrestling, you should probably tap out now.
The views expressed on this podcast are mostly based on personal opinion, and any toxicity brought to the attention of the host will be openly mocked. Mocked via public forum. Seriously though, we will make fun of you. We like to drink, laugh, and talk wrestling. So again, if you don't like to drink, laugh, or talk wrestling, you probably don't want to be listening to this podcast.
Hello. It is the Face Beat Heels High Podcast. Welcome to another episode. Welcome to this week's episode, which is our Royal Rumble episode. And we are shedding a tear because we are missing the Baker, but we are gaining Krista B and Queen PR from Those Wrestling Girls.
Yay! Thank you for having us.
So excited.
When P texted me, she was like, "Do you think you have time on Monday after road to record?" I said, "Yes, sis. You shouldn't even have to ask those questions.
Yes.
It's for Face Beat Heels High."
Yeah, we're so excited for you guys to be here. And we know that we've been on your show before, and we do Thirsty Thursdays, which will be coming up not this Thursday, but the next Thursday, which will be super fun. And we have done those together for the last couple of months. But this is your first time being in our house on our show.
Yes.
So welcome.
Yes, we're so happy. It took so long. I can't believe this is the first time this is happening.
I know, it's crazy. We really had to we think about that first episode we did with you guys, and we were like, what did we even say? We didn't even know who we were.
We're completely different people now. Christina loves Paul Heyman. It's a whole world. It's a whole world.
I like Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it's like what?
Right.
So
I'll be wanting Roman Reigns to lose a lot more.
Right. We're gonna get into that. Don't go there yet. I am one of your hosts, Princess Jellybean, otherwise known as PJ, joined today and most of the time, I guess always, by our in-house Twitch queen, Wild Spice.
I guess most of the time. Hello.
And I have this for you guys.
What is it? You eat their surprises.
Quinn PR and Krista B, thank you so much for joining the Face Beat Heels High podcast today to talk about Royal Rumble. Oh my goodness. I am so sad that I'm not able to be there with you guys, but I am truly happy that we get to have you on our podcast for this big episode. So enjoy, have a drink for me. Let's talk Roman Reigns. We will be drinking together soon. Sending you all my love. Love you guys. Have a great episode. Mwah.
That is from our very own
that was
Christina,
amazing.
the Baker Contreras, who has stepped out this evening, but those wrestling girls are stepping in, and we are talking Royal Rumble.
Yes. Let's fucking do it.
I will definitely talk Roman Reigns.
Hell
For
yeah.
us.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions for the Roman stands in the house, but we can.
P, you can't answer those questions.
So wait, should we explain the game first?
Oh yeah, we should. Sorry. This is usually
Right,
what happens.
so-
I forget the whole formula of our show.
Where am I?
Oh, that's my job. What are we drinking? I'm bringing it old school. I'm doing White Claw. Hey, good old Black Cherry White Claw. I know I said I wasn't going to do it till the summer, but it's a blizzard and a bitch I had to stock up. So we doing it.
It's snowy.
It's snowy.
It's
PJ,
snowy
what you
as
drinking?
fuck. I, in honor of Christina, the Baker Contreras, am drinking a Roman Coke.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. Ow. That's amazing. PR, go. What you drinking?
I'm honestly just drinking some tea tonight.
Hot toddy?
Usually I turn up, yeah, but it's a Monday night, so a girl got to get up early. So I'm vibing tonight. I'm vibing tonight with some tea.
Krista, what you drinking?
Well, I must have caught this co-host sense that she wasn't going to drink because I have some Terramana and some mango punch juice in here. I don't know what to call it yet.
Ooh.
A Terramana punch. Boom.
That
Terramana
sounds
punch.
amazing.
Listen,
And
that's
then I
okay.
also have Strongbow
Hey.
Oh, I love Strongbow.
Listen,
I
you don't
love
have
this.
to. You don't have to drink alcohol. We just want you to drink. Period. Stay hydrated. Drink your tea. Drink your alcohol. Drink a smoothie. I've done yogurt on the show before. You can literally do whatever
have
the
my
fuck
water.
you want.
I like the yogurt.
PJ hated the shots
That
of
was a
yogurt.
weird one.
No.
That was so weird. I did not like that one bit.
She was like, every single time, I was like, I'd like to dedicate my shot. Ew. That's what she was
I'm like, what? Is it probiotic? What's happening? What's happening? Anyways, for those of you who don't know us, who may have never joined us before, we do love to drink here at the Face Beat Hillside podcast. It was in our disclaimer if you were listening. If you weren't listening, that's fine too, because we pretty much just come here and get together to have fun and talk about wrestling and drink. So we have a game that we like to play, and I don't think that those wrestling girls have actually ever played this game by the rules. So this is what happens.
That's true.
Each of us, QPR, right?
Wow.
QPR.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yes.
I've never said it with just the letters. I usually just say my name with the letters and Krista B.
Yeah.
PJB, QPR. I don't know. Anyways. Hey, YouTube. What's up? Anyways, each of us get a shot that we can dedicate throughout the entire episode. You can dedicate it to a favorite moment or a favorite announcer line or a favorite whatever you want from the Royal Rumble, which we cannot wait to get into. Basically, what happens is you just stop, record scratch, say, I would like to dedicate my shot. You will hear this sound. Yes, that is the Undertaker's bell. You will hear that sound, and that means that a shot has been dedicated. And just like Wild Spice said, even if you have yogurt, I guess.
That was one
Drink-
time. That
drink
was one
along.
time.
Drink along with us.
All
All right,
let's
let's
do
get
it.
into it.
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna do it, and we're starting now. Okay, we're gonna do it, and we're just gonna fucking get over it, and then we're not gonna fucking talk about this bullshit anymore. Okay? The goddamn disrespect of my WWE champion being the first fucking match. Okay, fine, whatever. The second he came out, I was like, he's not gonna lose, because this is the
That
first.
was a given.
Right.
What I was not expecting was a squash match with
Right.
Goldberg. He literally, that I blinked and that shit was good. That was goodbye. It was goodbye. It was over. And then Goldberg gave him some kind of fucked up validation that Drew McIntyre doesn't fucking need because he's Drew fucking McIntyre. You fucking stupid ass. Go home. You and Ric Flair need to go the fuck home before you get put into an old people's home, okay? Just go home and fucking stop. Just stop. I don't need you here taking up my screen time. Here's also what we're going to discuss. What really pissed me off the most of all, more than Seth Trash Bag Rollins, and I'll get into that shit. More than that, ruining my good fucking time. More than that, what pissed me off the most was Goldberg kicked out of the Claymore. Out of all the I'm sorry, neighbors. Out of all the fucking people, Goldberg kicked out of the Claymore. It's itchy. I'm itchy.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either. Because
You
of
wanna know why?
They
Because
did-
I don't, what does he have on Vince? What does Goldberg have on Vince that they just
Do you want to let our guests speak?
Yeah, we can. I'm just like, it's all coming back to me now. Go ahead.
I'm not surprised that Goldberg kicked out of a Claymore because Brock Lesnar also kicked out of a Claymore. And then when you compare the two groups in size, it's just like, okay, if Brock Lesnar can do it, Goldberg is going to do it. Has to do it, no matter his age. No matter the age, they're still big in size in comparison. So, but yes, and I wasn't surprised that it was a squash match either. Look at the age of Goldberg compared to Drew McIntyre. Like
Dude,
everything has to be taken into consideration. Also, I also agree that Goldberg shouldn't have even been fighting in the goddamn Royal Rumble anyway, period.
Mhm.
But you know, Rona's real. And you got to get what you can get.
Okay, but if they're gonna bring a hurricane to come in fight in the Royal Rumble, then I'm sure they can find literally anybody else to fight Drew.
First of all, Sean Helms, what's his name, Mike?
Yeah.
He is a producer on WWE, so it's just
I
like,
know
okay,
that.
I'll do it.
I know, but I don't know something, anything.
And Hurricane
else.
got big.
He did. He did.
Who lifted him?
Hurricane,
Like
was
a
it that
dad. He looks like a dad.
it was Big E and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah,
that's
dad
right.
bod alert.
Oh.
I wish I had a dad bod alert sound.
Oh man, that would be so awesome. Especially we were talking about like AEW.
Right? Right? Okay.
I'm tired.
Wild Spice, you have anything else to say about that? I feel like it kind of came out of nowhere, to be honest. And then, I mean, the fact that they just like dropped it at the end, it was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Were you
Why
fighting?
did we do this?
Were you
again?
fighting?
It was just
Yeah.
it felt like the most random filler. The most random filler.
I think Goldberg got
At least they
hurt.
opened with it, and then because I was excited that they literally just like got it over with for the
Yeah.
night. Because I was like, oh, that's literally the least important match
exactly.
for me.
Right. Yeah. No, that was like, yay, thank you. But still, I'm just like, on no stress. Also, wait, before we get into like everything else, I didn't watch it live because I have acting class on Sundays, right? So I just want to say I don't appreciate what Becky Lynch did to me. I have never been more stressed
You
out in
should
my
have
life.
known she was gonna troll.
No. Why would I know this? I'm new. Remember? Hello, I'm new. I didn't know that she likes to do this. I don't know about this. So this is what I had to deal with, right?
It's also her first Royal Rumble, so
It's
there's
also-
a lot of feelings. There's a
All
lot
the
of feelings
feelings
happening
that I was
Yeah.
missing. I couldn't watch it until after. My acting class was done at 10 and it still wasn't up on the network. So I was freaking out because I was getting random phone calls from people who never call me to get my reaction from the Rumble. And then PJ was like, don't go into the group chat because the PR and Krista don't know that you're not watching. So don't go into it. And I was like, why? I was like, why? What's happening? Is something happening? I immediately get suspicious. Then I was like, okay, I saw Becky post it on her story. I was like, do I dare? Okay, I dare. Curtains. And then it was like, my bad. I realized how misleading that was. And I was like, okay, why are people calling me? Why am I getting texts? And I literally couldn't look at my phone for like 3 hours. And I was fucking stressed. The whole fucking Royal Rumble, I didn't appreciate that. But I was stressed. The whole time that the 10-second counter came up, I was like, this is it, isn't it? This is it. This is it. I'm going to be wrong.
I love how excited that you were. I love how excited you were because Becky does that sometimes. Like when there's like a big event, she'll like tease like she might be there, and she'll be
Good
like,
to know.
"Oh, were you guys confused?"
I thought
She
this
just had a
was
whole
just
baby
a
in
nice
November,
picture
December.
of a curtain. But that's what I'm saying. I didn't think she was going to come back. So then I was like, there's no way. But I was like, am I
No way.
actually wrong?
I
There's been
did
breast
read
milk everywhere.
rumors that she was backstage, but I can see that because Seth
Yeah, 'cause
Rollins
of
came
Seth.
back. So,
Well, yeah. And then it made sense. I was like, oh, right.
Yeah, your favorite, Seth Rollins. He was
But
that
that Wild Spice, that right there is the magic of the Royal Rumble. You
Yeah.
never know who we could have gotten Ronda Rousey. We
That's
could have
true.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Ronda.
a lot of
Yeah, I
people
was.
wanted
I'm like,
Ronda.
I'm like,
Alright.
if Ronda music hit, it's a wrap for me.
I was like, I let it go when it was like number 28. I was like, she's not right. Like, there's no way she's coming back. I was like, all right, I'm letting this go. I'm letting it go.
Well, when Alexa
I'm-
didn't come out, we'll talk about the women's last because I want to save the best
Oh, yeah,
for last,
sorry.
obviously. But do you guys have anything that you want to say about the pre-show match for the tag team belts?
So I fell asleep, right? So this is what happened. I was laying, I was getting ready, getting myself together, and I saw the entrances and then starting to fight. And then I woke up and it was the intro to the Royal Rumble match. I said, what is happening? I called my nephew. I was like, hey, Hayden, you watching? What happened?
What I
He was
missed?
just like, yeah, Ric Flair and Lacey Evans came out and distracted Charlotte and this, that, and the third, whatever. I said, oh, typical. All right, cool. He said, all right, bye. I hung up the phone. That was it. So it really,
We don't need to go there.
I'm so
Not at all.
happy. I'm happy they dropped them though, Charlotte
Yeah.
and Asuka,
Yeah.
because it was just like y'all are not even paying attention to it. Charlotte, you're doing something with Lacey, which
Right.
is just so entertaining. And then in Asuka, you're doing whatever you're doing with Alexa. So why even have the belts on them in the first place?
I
So
agree.
now I'm hoping that it leads to the belts being on like an actual tag team and stuff.
Right. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. All
I
right. should
really
we
want them to go to NXT. I need Dakota Kai and Raquel to win. That's my team.
I
right
thought
now.
Raquel was maybe gonna come out and sweep some bitches in the Royal Rumble.
That
but it
would've
didn't
been gangster.
happen.
That would have been dope.
Because Dakota came out, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, we know we're gonna get into the Rumbles in a little bit, so let's talk Roman Reigns.
Wait, I have one more.
Okay, go for it.
I just want to dedicate a shot to my lovely coworker, Peter Rosenberg.
Yeah.
Shout out to the whole High 97 team. 'cause
He's in the history books as a
And
champion.
also R-Truth, because R-Truth was in one of my Hot 97 Now videos when we were at the station.
Oh my God. I forgot about
Shout out
that.
to them.
Dear.
We have a new
Yes,
20.
wow.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's a whole
Oh no,
lot of
R-Truth
nonsense.
is a champion again. Rosenberg
Yeah,
lost
right.
this morning.
Oh,
So, Krista, I want to hear your thoughts on the Roman Reigns Kevin Owens match because I know you got him.
Oh, well, no. Okay, so I was really feeling the match. I'm like, all right, there's no Uso. Oh, we didn't even get Usos in the Rumble. Anyway,
Nope.
point. I'm like, there's no Usos. You know, it's really a one-on-one type thing. And Kevin Owens, like, I was really rooting for Kevin Owens to win.
Yep.
Just to hype up the anger and the most heeliest, and that's not even a word, the most heeliest heel we can get out of Roman Reigns.
He'll come out on Heelys.
Right. Imagine. Everybody's gonna be buying Heelys. I know I will.
That's a visual right there.
I just wanted Roman to lose just for that effect, for him to get even more upset, more angry, more arrogant, more whatever it is that he needed to get. And I was like, all right, Kevin Owens got this. Kevin Owens got this. When Roman grabbed the fucking referee and threw him into the thing, I'm just
they really handcuffed that poor man though. They could not figure out how to get him out.
The ref
was struggling.
Stopped counting. The ref stopped counting.
He did.
When he realized that Paul Heyman couldn't get that fucking shit open. And I'm like,
and you also saw that Roman Reigns had the wherewithal too to like squat on his feet so that nobody
nobody can say anything.
Can tell him. Yeah. Well, let's rewind then, because I saw a lot of AEW in this match. There were all like the backstage, all of the like backstage, especially of a stadium, like that. They literally just did that on like the last 2 pay-per-views of AEW, and just the whole thing. I felt it was very, very AEW. What do you guys think? I know you're not big AEW people.
For me, it was very old school Raw. It was
that
old
too.
School Raw for me.
That too.
It was definitely old school. I was just like, we get to see this. Like, oh, sorry, Pete, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say Matt Hardy actually tweeted the same footage of a match where him and Sammy, I forgot his last name, he runs him over with like a golf cart. Literally the same shot as Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns, and like he just like tweets it. But I did get that vibe too, and I think it says something that we just compared a match to AEW, like
right.
It does, yeah.
What do you think
but
that
is
says?
that a bad something or a good something? Because it's just like, are we comparing? It's like, because I look at AEW as a second-rate show due to the fact that they literally let us on with the whole women's thing, and then they stopped and, you know, whatever.
A mess.
So I look at that, and I'm just like, so my cousin, you gotta watch AEW. It's so lit. Every time I turn it on, I'm expecting fireworks. I'm getting little them crap pop things, like you want to throw on the floor. And I'm just like, this ain't it for me. Like, what are y'all seeing? I'm not seeing. Yeah. And so to see Roman hit Kevin with
really hit him too.
With the golf cart, and the whole thing just broke. Like the whole place. I feel like the plexiglass wasn't even situated in there. I just felt like it was already moved, so he just had to make it look like he got hit. And for it to break like that, Roman definitely would. Oh, Roman was bleeding, but he would have been, you know.
Yeah.
Okay,
but for it to be compared that way, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. That may be a good thing for AEW because WWE is up there, or a bad thing for WWE because you're up there and you got this second-rate show climbing the ladder.
I think it's that exactly. I think.
Okay, but if we're gonna play dirty, why would he not just use the forklift to pin Roman Reigns?
And we've seen that happen before.
We've seen
that,
exactly.
Taylor was like, "Does he even know how to operate a forklift?" And then he fucking did it. And he's like, "Oh, I guess he does."
I was getting Queen PR. You'll get me on this. I was getting Michael Scott with the Baylor flashback.
Like, no. Under no circumstances are you allowed to touch the Baylor.
And he's like, I can, and I have. And they're like, no, we're not kidding. We're not kidding.
Like,
all right,
life or death. Okay.
Yeah. Any other matches we want to go into, or do we?
Was that literally it? That was
Sasha and Carmella.
Sasha and Carmella.
Yeah.
I blocked that out.
That was a good match.
Okay, I need to hear.
I think Carmella showed out. Carmella was like,
I think she did really well.
Like, she did a lot of cool stuff. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I was like, all right, you showed out, you got it. Okay, cool. I think it's one of those things where it was like, it didn't feel like a pay-per-view match. It felt like it could have just been, that could have been on SmackDown. Yeah. Like, it didn't have any super, aside from like Carmella being like better than usual, I feel like that's not enough to be, granted it's my first, but like the Royal Rumble is so hyped that I just don't think that it delivered on that level. Like I need like Sasha Bailey Hell in the Cell type shit, you know? And I just think it's because either Carmella isn't up there yet with Sasha, and I feel like it's not leveled enough, that I think that's where the disconnect is for me. Because I'm just like, oh yeah, you're doing great, but like I already know Sasha's better. So like I know Sasha's not gonna lose. And yeah, it was just
that would have been a huge upset though. If
that's
Sasha
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that Carmella would have made a great fucking champion. She would have made a really annoying champion that I would have loved to hate.
Super annoying.
I enjoyed her when she was champion.
Right.
And when she had the briefcase. She was so good.
Yeah, but they didn't do that. So I was just like, all right.
James Ellsworth. All right.
It's a build. It's a build though.
It's a build. And to be fair, I literally had Becky stress on me, so I was like, I just need to get to the Rumble. Like, I was like, I really don't give a fuck. I was like, I'm just stressed the fuck out right now. I just need to see 30. Thank you. Goodbye. Move on with my life. I was stressed the fuck out.
We knew Natty was 30 because she won against Tamina. So I tweeted that. I was like, right, we know Natty's 30. Who's number 29? And then Nia Jax music hit. I'm like, oh, all right, well, there's that.
Well, where do you guys think Carmella goes now?
I hope she goes into a feud with someone else. Like, I hope that's it. And I don't know exactly who though. Like, I'm like,
because we gotta get this build going for Mania.
Right, exactly. So I'm hoping Sasha moves on with Bianca.
1,000%.
Like
that has to be what happens.
Yeah, I hope we get a nice little, road to WrestleMania with them. But I could see Carmella going off and doing. Yeah,
and
something else.
Anything else.
It is that she does.
Anything else. I do like her little sidekick and what he was doing with Sasha. I think I was entertained more by their wrestling than Carmella and Sasha.
Yeah, same.
But Carmella eliminated herself yesterday. Did y'all realize that?
Yes.
Did she
jump after she jumped off and he was just like, you're eliminated. She was just like, not even phased the fact she eliminated herself. She was more so worried about why Reggie ain't catch her.
She just blamed it. She's like, "Are you?" Yeah, like he dropped her. No, bitch.
Okay, but I'm gonna plant the seed for you guys because I don't know if you Instagram stalk the way I Instagram stalk. However, Reggie is from Circus and does a lot of training with Ricochet. So I'm excited for the moment when he gets in the ring. Yeah, he used to do Circus. So he does all that when she like stepped up on his upper thigh to get into the ring. Like that's straight out of Circus. Y'all don't know, but I was a clown in the Circus for a while. No, I really was. Circus Smirkus.
Oh, no, I remember that's so dope. Like,
but like that's cool to see because it's like, oh, Circus. That means you can do some really cool shit. And he used to like literally jump through hoops. Go on his Instagram. I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
Anyway, should we take a quick break?
Yes.
Let's take a break. Y'all can just sit back and listen.
Is it gonna be babies?
I think it's gonna be babies. It has to be babies.
Yes. I'm ready.
Okay.
Hey babies, it is me, the self-appointed Commissioner of Comedy, James Madden. I just want to tell you that every week I'll be wherever you listen to podcasts with my show, The Commissioner of Comedy. I've been doing this, babies, for almost 20 years, grinding up and down, and I'm here to convey it to you about the do's and don'ts of the comedy scene, the proper etiquette, the unwritten rules, if you will. Whether you're just a fan, or you're a young buck starting out, a grizzled old vet, or just someone who wants to peek behind the curtain and see how the sausage gets made, tune into the podcast, The Commissioner of Comedy. This is what it's about. It's only on Paper House Network, and it's for you, babies. It's for you.
For you, babies. It is for you. That is James Madden with the Commissioner of Comedy podcast, available on Paper House Network, where you can get other podcasts like the Face Beat Heels High podcast and other awesome podcasts. That's our podcast. Okay, let's talk about the men's Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Who wants to go first?
Are we just gonna go all over the place?
Yeah, I think so.
I wanna clear something up.
Okay.
Okay. So
the platform is yours.
I didn't watch FS1. I didn't do any of that. So I was just like, when Randy's music hit at number 2, I'm like, I tweeted, I said, it's so predictable that Randy would come out at number 2. And everybody, oh, he announced it. It was on FS1, da da da. So I had to get real black on them. I had to get real Brooklyn on them. They're not going to come for me. Even if they did not announce it and Edge was number 1, it was clear and predictable that Randy would have came out number 2 because of their history together.
Of course, yep.
So
I agree.
y'all don't come for me. I didn't
Don't
for
come
y'all.
for Krista B.
Do not come for Krista B.
Period.
Overall, what do you guys think of it on a scale of 1 to 10?
Nonsense I felt. Remember
felt
when we were on Thirsty Thursday and I said I don't even know who I want to pick because I've had my heart broken so many times? That's the shit I'm talking about. For him to come in and then just leave, just think you can leave, and people were texting me like, "Oh, I think it's real." I was like, "You better."
Keep watching.
You have clearly not spent $30,000 learning how to act.
Taylor literally said it. He was just like, he's going to come in at the end and try to snatch it. That's exactly what's going to happen because he's not eliminated. And we're like, yes, I know.
Yeah.
But Nick was like, but he's really wincing. I was like, you did not spend $30,000 to learn how to lie.
They would have. I did. Like, no, absolutely not.
Jordan is really good at what
That's
he does.
true.
Yeah.
It was well executed,
but it was
I
clearly
still
a work.
smelled the
Very
bullshit.
yeah. And it was predictable, and it was like even before people realized that, they were just like, everyone on Twitter was like, yeah, I know Randy's not eliminated, right? It was so predictable for him to come out in the end.
Yeah,
like
of course.
it was like so predictable. And I don't know how I feel about Edge winning.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
not.
here for it.
I wasn't.
I'm conflicted.
Like,
I'll be honest. I'm conflicted.
Yeah, like I wasn't fazed by it. Like I don't know. I just feel like why. Like I don't know why. But I read rumors that Keith Lee was actually supposed to win, but because Mia Yim got sick,
COVID,
that Keith Lee can't participate. So Edge was sort of like the second choice, I guess. Which that makes me feel better about it. But I just feel like Edge, you've had countless championship opportunities.
Yeah,
You've been back. Why do we need you in a main event
it's like,
at WrestleMania?
it's that redemption thing, because technically when he won,
he never lost it.
Yeah. He never really lost it. Like, he really had to drop it because of his neck injury. So you're going to come back and do all of this and not going to go after the one thing you never lost to actually sit here and be like, all right, I lost it. I can actually drop it to somebody now.
And by that, I get it. I get the hype, I guess, but it just really, it broke my heart because I just feel like I get it. I get it as like when you're in it and that's what you want to do, and like you know, like it's like the one thing. I get that, and I get it's Edge, but he's been doing this for fucking ever. It's like it could have been, if it was like The Undertaker, I would have been pissed too. You know what I mean? Because when you had those final four, when you had who was it? It was Daniel Bryan, Edge, Randy,
Christian,
and Christian. After Matt Riddle got eliminated, literally is like when Taylor and I were like feeling the same thing. He was like, "You just wasted a Rumble," because I feel like that is such an opportunity where you're supposed to elevate talent, where you're supposed to make new legends and make history, and like exactly what happened with the women's, with Bianca, that feeling of us seeing that we're like, this woman is going to make history and this is such a fucking amazing moment for her. I would have liked to feel that for Shinsuke, Ricochet, even Matt Riddle, literally Cesaro, literally somebody who isn't at the level where Edge is at. Edge is like a fucking Hall of Famer, like cemented in there with the fucking greats. You don't need it. I get it. If it was me, I'd be like, yes, I never lost it. I want to get it back. But I feel like if you would have gone that route, you could have gone with Daniel Bryan, who's never won a Rumble.
Yeah.
You could have gone with
Daniel Bryan was my pick.
He was my pick as well.
He was my pick. Because I feel like he's going to retire soon. So I was like, this is going to be like his last hurrah. And there were 2 Rumbles in the past that were kind of ruined and wasted, where everyone and their mother wanted Daniel Bryan to win and someone else did not win, and the winner got booed out of the building. So I was like, yo, this will be the year that Daniel Bryan wins and he can kind of like retire next year or whatever and be good. But
it's like,
are you going to say, Krista?
I was going to say Edge is really my pick.
Really?
That whole vignette. Yeah, Edge is my pick. Like, I've always been an Edge head, like from the Brood, from, you know, I really didn't like the shit with him and Lita, but whatever, neither here or there. But, you know, everything else, Edge was tooth and nail, like following his backstory, being that Mania and that crowd when Hogan, I think he was there when Hogan slammed Andre, I believe. I'm not sure, but he was there. So it was just like to see him, and then that episode to watch him cry over something that you're so passionate about. It's just like, God forbid somebody takes this from us, podcasting from us, and then we be able to get it back. Like, we're going to want to go back for everything that we didn't lose, everything that was taken from us, So yeah, like I'm
But
a sucker
that's
for stories
that's
like
why
that.
I'm conflicted.
So,
Though. That's
yeah.
exactly why I'm
Mhm.
conflicted, because it's like I see that and I recognize it and I'm like happy for him, but at the same time, it's like
Didn't Mustafa tweet something that was like, here you are, WWE still like giving opportunities, like something about opportunities
yeah,
and
and
like
maybe it's the timing of it all too. Maybe it's because we just had this fucking Goldberg roll up and take a fucking title opportunity from somebody, and now we're finishing with Edge. Like, you know what I mean? It just feels like we need. This is the time to have as much fresh as talent as we can. Like, where was Aleister Black? Also, like, are we just not gonna use
Aleister
him?
Black is not gonna come back because Zelina Vega is not there, and that's just like the whole them being married and couples or whatever. Aleister Black, he's not injured, he's not whatever. Like his eye was fixed, nothing else is hurt. Zelina got let go, and Aleister's probably standing by his wife, and that's just what that is.
I don't know. I can't speculate about it because I know they listen to that shit, so I can't
Three things.
speculate. But
I have 3 things I would like to say.
Go on.
Number 1, Rey Mysterio just magically has an eye now. Just magically has both eyes back.
Of course he does.
Number 2. I forgot number 2.
Seth Rollins.
Number 3. No. Number 3. Number 3 was definitely what was Damian Priest wearing, and why was his push so big? Huge push for Damian Priest.
You know what?
Even for Raw, yeah.
I thought that like when he came out, I'm like, he's gonna take this off, but I thought he was really about to go unhook every loop.
So
no,
did
he's
I.
gonna take forever. And then he hits his up. I was like, oh, okay.
But I was like, who hurt you? If you've been watching, if you've been listening to our podcast, we talk a lot about Damian Priest and his fashion choices because there's just so much.
Very interesting.
She's back. My impression.
I'm Damian Priest.
I'm Damian Priest. I'm employed forever. No. The question. Well, yes, the clothing, but yeah, I would like to talk about why the push
for Damian Priest. Huge push.
I can see them liking him.
Damian Priest has something like
I
it's
know
whatever.
them liking him.
I'm gonna sound like a producer in WWE. He has it. You just know it when you see it, and he has it.
Right.
It's just like he showed out yesterday in Royal Rumble.
He did.
No, he did
I
great.
was kind of excited. To see him to be in Royal Rumble, and I swear I was gonna text you. Wild Spice and be like, oh my god, and I'm like, no, that's not who she likes. She likes sexual movements. Let me just put this phone down.
Where was he?
She put me in the
waiting with bated breath.
I love that shirt, PJ.
Yes.
He
It
drew
was
it.
a Christmas present.
He drew it.
He drew
himself, you know, because
He
he's
drew it on me.
talented.
I really forgot what number 2 was.
It'll come back to you.
It probably won't actually.
Oh,
Probably
man.
won't. So we did our betting. What are you doing? What are you getting? Oh, she's getting
wait,
a
I
surprise.
also have to mention we
Dexter
can't
Lumis.
overlook or gloss over Carlito and his.
Oh, glow up. Yes, can we please? Boys,
He
snap.
definitely glowed up.
Can I
actually-
dedicate a shot to that?
Oh yeah. Oh well, you wasted
can take
yours,
mine.
but yeah,
You
you
can
can do
take
another one.
Oh, it's only
See,
one.
you know what? On Thirsty Thursday, you dedicate as many as you want, but
Oh,
technically,
it's
during-
different
here. It's
but
different
maybe
here.
Monday nights
Okay,
could
so no
just be a
worries.
free for all. No, we're doing a shot for Carlito. Don't.
Yeah, we're doing a shot
Oh.
for Carlito.
I think we
It's
did.
not my shot, but you gotta save it back.
Still got mine though.
I'm sorry. I thought it was. It feels like Thirsty Thursday. I'm
It
sorry.
does feel like Thirsty Thursday.
Shout out to Christina.
Oh,
Yeah,
Becky.
Becky.
I have a
But
couple of more.
Carlito's glow up was just like, and then he came back out Raw, and I'm like,
He looks
He's
so
Signed
good.
him again. That's really cool for
He's
him.
back. Yeah. See? Yeah, it's nice. I like it. I don't know him, but I like him. He eats apples. He's
and
Latino.
he
What
spits
up?
in this. He spits in this. His father is Carlos Colon,
Ooh.
one of the biggest
Yeah, he's
wrestlers in
dope.
Puerto Rico,
Hey.
and
There
he's a
you
Hall of
go.
Famer.
So,
Legacy. That's legacy right there.
Excellent. I like him. I'm excited. He eats apples. He's, doing his
But he
shit.
doesn't
Anything
eat the
else?
apple. He chews it and he spits it out in your face.
Oh, nice. I like that better.
Mhm.
Real COVID friendly.
Real COVID. Oh, that's why he didn't do it yesterday when Shinsuke tried to COVID. Okay.
Oh,
Makes
I
sense.
remember number 2.
I told you.
Okay, so can you imagine being Edge and then being like, hey, we were going to give it to Keith Lee tonight, but you're going to win the Rumble.
And you're going to come in at number
Can
1.
you imagine?
And Edge would have been on some. Okay.
Okay, I got this.
Okay.
My moment.
Okay.
It was probably a
Alright.
text. Knowing the WWE, it probably just texted him.
It was a
Hey, you're winning the Rumble
Yo,
tonight.
girl. Just so you know.
Just so you know. Be
We gotta
prepared.
talk about Christian coming back.
Oh,
to
that
see Edge and
moment
Christian
warmed
together.
my heart so much. I'm such a Christian fan.
Yeah,
I
okay.
feel if you're an Edge head, I think I'm like, I'm a peep. I'm one of Christian's
peep.
peeps.
I'm gonna Edge to your piece.
I was so happy to see him and then to see Edge and Christian together. I was
I
like,
know that was a
Yes,
But they
weird.
didn't
Can
do
y'all-
the 5-second pose.
Can y'all elaborate on that? Because again, I'm new, so I didn't get the warm and
Okay.
fuzzies that the world
So
have gotten.
Edge
but
and
I hear that this
Christian-
is a big moment. So
they
Okay,
were
so Edge and
huge.
Christian have been best friends
right.
since they were small.
Yeah.
Literally in Canada, growing up, they went
Yeah.
through everything together.
Aw,
They
cute.
both were a part of the Brood with Gangrel and the Ministry of Darkness and stuff like that. They were the ones who initiated the TLC matches with the Dudley Boys
Yeah.
and
Big Hardy Boys.
the Hardy
Edge and
Boys.
Christian.
Edge and Christian.
Oh.
So between them, and that's how it became an actual pay-per-view because they first did their first TLC, I think it was either at SummerSlam or Mania, one of the two. And from there, it was just always Edge and Christian. And then one day, Christian turned on Edge because he was tired of being Edge and Christian.
Yeah.
So from there, it was just like, they turned on each other. They had a feud, per
Mhm.
WWE, whatever. And then afterwards, Christian came back to Edge's side and stuff like that. And then Edge retired. And then Christian went on to solidify his own legacy, like for 8 more years before he had to retire due to his constant concussions and things like that. So you really didn't see Christian that much. And then especially because, and then they
You
had
didn't
like
see
the
them
podcast together and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. And then especially because of those
cute.
speculation that Vince doesn't like Christian. That's why he's not in Hall of Fame and stuff. But he's always like on WWE Network and things of that
Yeah.
nature. So to see them, and then, he took the punt from Randy.
Mhm.
But to see him actually wrestle in a Royal Rumble after
Yeah,
all these
that's
years
big.
and to be side by side by Edge,
Okay.
just like Attitude Era kids and
Mhm.
everybody who watched it from then, like, it was a warm and fuzzy moment.
Oh, cute.
I
Yeah.
would like to propose that those wrestling girls have a WWE class that you can take to like get you up to speed so you feel like you've been in it from the beginning.
that.
To sign up.
You
That
absolutely
should be our
should do that.
clubhouse, T. We should
Right?
definitely do
WWE
Attitude
class.
Era 101.
Yeah,
That would
Attitude
be
Era
fun.
101.
I would
Cute.
love
Okay.
that.
A lot
I'm
of people
all-
were talking about it
ready.
on stream today, and so I was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm happy for you guys." Like I was like, "That's great." Well, I was out here being traumatized by number 30. I'm glad you guys were having a cute little moment. That's nice. I wish I
So
could have
what
been
is-
a part of it.
On the men's side, was Damian Priest the only NXT?
Yeah, dude.
Is
What
that
the
what
fuck
I'm
was that about?
remembering?
I believe
Yeah.
so.
That's true. That's
Was
facts.
he?
And it doesn't even really count as NXT because he was making his debut
Yeah,
on the main roster.
that's
So
No,
why-
he's
interesting.
not.
Good point.
He's not on the main roster yet.
Yeah, he
He
debuted
just-
tonight.
He debuted tonight.
Yeah, but when he came out for Bad Bunny, they said, "Oh, NXT superstar Damian Priest." They didn't say that was his debut. They didn't say that he was a Raw superstar. He's still an NXT superstar.
Hmm.
We
I guess
shall
he just
see.
came out to finish.
Can we talk
whatever
about
he
Bad
started
Bunny?
Whatever happened with Bad Bunny last night. But
And
that's
today.
it.
And tonight.
And tonight, yeah.
Taylor looked at me. He's like, "Was that a good performance? Did you have a good time?" I was like, "I wish you knew Spanish, bro." I was like, "I wish you knew Spanish." I was vibing. I was like, "This," and I was like, "I feel so bad for everybody who doesn't understand a fucking word he's saying."
I understood a little
Booker
bit.
T just standing there.
Right. Did
like-
Booker T understand what he was saying? Or was Booker T just
No.
like,
He
in
said,
the
"Oh, you
video.
named the
He
song
said Booker
after
T.
me. That's all I need to
Well,
know."
he's
He
in
does
the
the Booker T.
video. Booker
Yeah.
And
T.
he's doing more in the video. And
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
was literally texting my boss / one of my
like,
favorite people in the world,
in a
Lou,
COVID
and he
circle?
was just like, "Is he just gonna keep standing?" I said, "Lord, I hope not." And towards the end, you just see him.
Oh my god! I
all you
wish
saw him at the end.
Booker T would have like did something, but I'm happy for Bad Bunny.
but did you guys think that Booker T was going to take Bad Bunny's place in the Rumble? Because that's what I thought was going to happen.
Oh.
I thought so too.
No,
Yeah, I did. I did
was
think
like-
that Booker T was gonna come out and be on some no, I got this for you. Whatever.
Yeah.
He would have got eliminated, but he would have got some
Yeah.
pictures.
Oh,
Probably would
that
have
would've
hit the
been
Rooney,
cool.
whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, well,
Creative is slack.
they
If
said
No.
so. Like they
WWE
said,
don't hire us,
I know.
I already looked
drop
at
to
like
Connecticut.
applications and like y'all need a whole bunch of stuff and like fucking a whole bunch of shit. So annoying. But yeah, they're the worst. So can we talk about the women's, please? I don't even want to waste time about Seth Trashback Rollins. The break was much needed. I was happy.
No, I was happy.
Now,
Yeah.
I was happy that Seth Rollins came back. I even tweeted it.
I know. Of course he was gonna come back though.
Seth Rollins is now the perfect heel to go up against Daniel Bryan.
Oh, I would love that.
Did he eliminate Daniel Bryan?
Yeah. Wait, did
Definitely.
he? Pretty sure he did.
I think he did.
I think so.
Because
I think that everyone was like Daniel Bryan, and then like Seth Trashbag Rollins was like, you know that meme that like people show you of the cat, you know, like the cat. It's just
He's
like
just so sneaky. He's just so goddamn sneaky. He's like, hey, you want to team up? And
he was trying to brainwash everybody in the room.
You and me, we need to do this. And I was like, shut the fuck up, Seth Trashback Rollins. You always come in here with your stupid bullshit. You don't learn anything on your stupid ass break, and you're just gonna
literally there
the same goddamn fucking shit that you have been doing since 2015. Like, give me something new. What the fuck? Fatherhood hasn't fucking changed you. Fucking sitting there and watching that cute little baby with Becky Lynch hasn't fucking changed you. You're gonna keep coming in here and to being toxic in my living room week after motherfucking week. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, this is what I have to deal with, and this is my truth. So
at one point it panned out and you couldn't see trash bag, and then
all right, we gonna put some respect on his name.
You're in my house. You in my house. Respect
literally
over here.
like this.
Nah, maybe on Thursdays, but not here. Not at the Face Beat Heels High. There is no motherfucking respect on that motherfucker's name. Not in my no.
Okay.
Try again. Thank you. Try again.
I'm wearing
I'ma just head out.
Nothing but Seth Rollins merch from now on to Thirsty Thursdays for Jereen.
Speaking of, don't forget, I didn't tell you guys don't know this, but on my stream, the community has decided that if when I get to 500 subs, you a hoe for laughing at my pain.
I am a hoe and I'm proud of it.
At 500 subs, I have to do a Seth Rollins cosplay and do an entire stream dressed as Seth Rollins. So
everybody,
we gotta get to 500 subs.
Yeah.
Tweet it out.
Put on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know, our listeners is real.
I'm gonna get a professional makeup artist to come do your beard.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Messiah Rollins. I've decided it's the one I hate the most. So obviously I can't pull off his greasy rat look, so I can't do that. We're gonna do a man bun, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, fit the gritty good. Yeah, I'm Seth Rollins, and I think I'm so cool. But I'll actually have to be him because I'm an actor. So I'm gonna do it. I'm sweating. I hate it.
You should influence that with your work on Hamlet. I think there's something to draw there. A parallel, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. You think Seth Rollins is Hamlet? You had the gall to tell me that Seth Rollins. No,
that was
Rollins is the king. He is not Hamlet. He's the king. Anyways,
all right.
Women's Royal
You would
Rumble,
know. Should we take a break?
Yes.
Do you guys want to hear my song?
Is it a puzzle? Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
If you want to, you could try and solve this puzzle, but you gotta be the first one to solve it to win $5, and it's puzzle time. Puzzle time. It's puzzle time with PJ. Watch it on YouTube or just use this as a dance break. Yay. It's puzzle time with PJ.
Puzzle Time with PJ brought to you by Silk City Hot Sauce. Go to silkcityhotsauce.com and you use the code HEELS, HEELS, for 15% off your entire order.
It's puzzle time.
It's puzzle time.
You like that song?
I do. I really do.
It's so cute.
It really is.
And then that's Nick at the end talking about Silk City Hot Sauce, who is
That is
our
gonna be
sponsor.
stuck in my head all the time.
I'll send it to you. It's a bop. Okay, it's puzzle time with PJ. Solve this puzzle, get $5. Only if you're the first person to solve this puzzle will you get $5 from me. And nobody solved last week's puzzle, actually. So I'm going to tell you what it is.
Is it the Pacific Ocean?
A is dropped. It's a drop in the ocean.
So
I'm looking at my puzzle people. Mike, I'm looking at you. You didn't get this. And
Alfredo,
PJ saved
what disappointment.
Mike and Alfredo.
I love that song. Drop in the Ocean. I love that song.
Cake by the Ocean.
No, it's a real song called Drop in the Ocean.
Oh, there's another one? Okay.
Yes.
I was like, Joe Jonas?
So the puzzle is only available on our YouTube. So please go to our YouTube page. Let's all wave at the YouTube. Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Happy to have you. And this is the puzzle for this week. It does have something to do with wrestling because it's a Royal Rumble episode. So this is the puzzle.
Okay.
This is the puzzle. That's it. Go to our YouTube. Try to solve the puzzle. Try to win $5. And that's Puzzle Time with PJ. Let's do it. I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about it.
Women's.
Okay, so I want to start. I have notes, but I want to start by saying that y'all know that in my house, we bet on the Royal Rumble. So what happens is you get randomly, it was only the 3 of us this time, but you get randomly assigned. So we each got 10 randomly assigned numbers, and then whoever came out, that was your team. So I want to read you my team from the Women's Royal Rumble. Natty.
Nice.
Alexa Bliss.
Poor thing.
Lana. Carmella. Mandy Rose. Lacey Evans. Rhea Ripley. Ruby Riott. Bailey. And Bianca. So your girl brought home the W in our house.
Yes.
Yay.
Love it.
I was about to say your list sucks, and then you started with Ruby and Rhea, and then Bianca and
literally
Bailey.
everyone, like all of the good ones I had. Nick had the worst team ever. But I was like, I find it appropriate. It's like the universe thanking me for my podcast.
Yes.
I would like to dedicate my shot.
Go ahead, girl. That's a big one.
To number 2, Naomi, a girl coming back into my motherfucking life. Giving me all sorts of body insecurities about myself, but coming back into my life and being a fucking queen.
Yeah.
I actually spoke to Naomi today.
Amazing.
Yes, you did.
And I was like, sis, thank you. Like, you really, I was like, welcome back, sis. Like, we needed you.
We need so bad.
Rocked it.
He was like, thanks, sis. That
all
is
of
my sis for life. Okay.
All of it. All of the moments delivering. I was scared when they made her number 2, and then I was very, very happy with her performance and everything how long she lasted. All of it. Classic fucking moment where she's like gets thrown out, but she's like, oh no. And I was like, bitch, how you gonna get out of this one? MacGyver out here. And then she grabbed Bianca's hair, and I was like, oh my God. And Bianca was like, bitch, you touched my hair. You pulled my hair. And she's like, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, now let's get out of this together. And I was like, yes.
I loved every second of that. My God.
And you know what was great about the Women's Royal Rumble is that there was so many of that happening the whole time. And it's like, it didn't matter where you were looking. Somebody was in a story. I mean, Billie fucking Kay, God bless you. I don't know what we did to deserve you, have you in this world.
That was my first note. That was my first thing I wanted to talk about. Billie. Oh shit.
Fucking Randy.
This is your spot. Billie Kay.
Give me a
this for
headshot.
Christina the Baker. Yeah. This is your spot for your headshot. Billie Kay. There goes John Cena. It's fine. Billie Kay, this is your spot. It's for you. I want her to be a manager. This is what I want. I want her to be a manager, and I want Sonya Deville to be a general manager. That is what I want. I want it, and I won't stop until I get it.
What was great is because, like, I mean, that's Taylor's crush, right? Taylor loves Billie Kay. That's his wrestling girlfriend. I support it 100%.
I say you didn't like it.
I love it. Wait, no, hear me out. Hear me out. What was great is that they recognize her fucking strong ass comedy chops, right? To have her come in but not enter the ring yet and sit there in commentary, give her a lot more screen time as opposed to just being in the ring, getting eliminated almost immediately. I loved her whole little shtick, and I was like, she's really gonna come out and give her resume to all these fucking people. Is she gonna do it the whole time? No. Oh, Jillian comes out. Billie and Jilly, yes. Cute. We have a little iconic moment in there. She was in there for the perfect amount of time. We knew she wasn't going to fucking last, but I feel like for her, it was like, good job. That'll do, donkey. That's how I felt when Billie
That'll do, donkey.
That'll do, donkey.
I completely agree.
Right?
You don't agree, Christy? You don't like her?
You can say it.
I
just don't.
If I
this is not the Seth trash bag.
This is not Seth Rollins.
Yeah. At all. I have never been a fan of Billie Kay. I just thought annoys me. She annoys me.
Krista also didn't like the Iconics.
I did not like the Iconics at all. I was upset when they went at WrestleMania 35. I was cursing out P, but it wasn't directed. It wasn't directed to her. It was just like it just annoyed me. Like
she's your Dana Brooke.
Yeah, I was just gonna say she's your Dana Brooke. We're all allowed one. I have Seth. She has Dana.
Is she my Dana Brooke? I don't think she's not. I don't think she's my. She's not that important to me to be my Dana Brooke.
Ooh.
Yeah, nah. She's not that important to me to be my Dana Brooke. But I just feel like in the time where these women are fighting so hard to be at another place in their careers and in their life, you have Billie Kay, who is great. Like, don't get me wrong, she's great or whatever. But sometimes it's still like, if you wanted you put on her back in that Divas era where they're not really taken seriously. Like, you want to be a wrestler, you're in this realm to wrestle, you're in a women's evolution, and you're cracking jokes.
But
like you don't want to be taken seriously.
Let me ask you this though. Is that her or is that creative?
That's my thing. It's creative, and honestly, the fact that she's going along with it, she's doing her job.
Mm-hmm.
Not knocking that from her. She's doing her job, but at the same time, it's just like.
Because here's where I think happened with them, right? I think that they realized that they fucked up by splitting them up. I think that they had their whole thing with like, we're going to split up and give Peyton her push, realizing that Peyton just doesn't fucking have it because she's never been solo. They've always been together. And
they were solo in NXT.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean? But like, not to have like a giant, like she's never had her own fucking glory, like that, like level of, so they were like, okay, we're going to push that. Billie is just going to like lay off on the wayside. They didn't quite know what to do with her. And then poof, this came out of nowhere. And they're like, okay, we're going to work with this until we find something else. It's like the whole thing, like fucking Leon Ruff in NXT. Like, they don't know what the fuck to do. They're going to wait for the moment. I think it's just what she has to do right now. And I think it low key works because when you have powerhouses like Naomi and Bianca and Sasha and you know, all fucking Shayna Baszler and like Alexa Bliss, and you have this such a strong thing that like Billie just doesn't.
She stands out.
She doesn't
as a
comedy. Exactly. It's that whole thing. It's like she can be on her way to manager. It's like with Lana, right? Like, God bless her, Lana. Thank you. You eliminated Nia. You had your redemption moment. But like, is Lana ever gonna be that level of a wrestler that like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not. No, it's not meant for everybody. That's how I see it. I'm like, there's tiers. There's tiers to the divas and to the wrestling. There's just tiers. So I just feel like
I also don't care who you are, but funny will always work for me.
Right.
If you are fun, like, you can't teach funny. So if you're funny and you have that, like, you might as well roll with it. I do agree that I don't know. I think she should just rock on the mic and like have a spot on the mic, but I don't know, like, I don't really
it's like with
root for her in the ring, I guess.
Right.
I don't know.
It's like with Zelina, right? Like, Zelina has like a crazy fucking amazing mic skills. They were like, let's put her on a manager and then she's going to work and get to the holy shit, she did so well in this thing. Like, oh, now she, you know what I mean? I think that's where they're at with Billie. It can't just be like, boom, we're going to make her be a star, because some people just don't have it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not her time right now.
We do have
I feel like they were growing on me though. Sorry. Like, them together were growing on me. Yeah. Billie was the funny one and Peyton was the wrestler. Like, it was like the comedian and the muscle.
I agree.
So to separate them, it was just like,
I agree.
And then you put her with Lacey.
That makes no sense.
We all know how I feel about Lacey. Shameless plug. Listen to my sound if you haven't listened to it yet. But it's like you put her, like, you separate a good tag team, an actual tag team.
Yep.
To put her with somebody else who's just a skeevy, gold digging bitch.
Yep.
And I'm sorry.
Yep.
And I can't take it. Are we not? Am I not supposed to curse? I'm sorry.
No.
No. You fucking curse as much as you want. We have explicit.
No.
Oh, okay.
Every
not
episode.
for kids. Oh yes. Don't you fucking worry about that.
Okay. So it's just like them apart. I know you want to showcase their talent apart, but let me see some of Billie Kay's talent
Right.
then maybe I can appreciate her more being a real comedian, good on the mic.
It's a
Let
lot
me
of
see
comedy.
some of her
A lot
right,
of
like it's too much comedy and not.
She's
and
kind
not
of
so
kind
much
of like the
wrestling.
SmackDown jester right now. She's not really wrestling, and when she
Basically.
does wrestle, it's a joke. I get what you're saying, 1000%. If I could have my way, I would never have split them up. We were mad about this forever. I was like, it just makes no fucking sense. I completely agree with you with what you're saying, because it is really just like a lot of waka 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 and not enough. It's like Raw Underground. I got you.
So we do have we do have a fresh baker's dozen right out of the oven. If you guys would like to hear,
Let's do it.
Okay.
it's happening.
What's
It's
up,
gonna
YouTube?
happen soon. I don't know why my sounds aren't working.
All right. Okay. Real quick, here's the Baker's picks for the Women's Royal Rumble. All right. Okay. Real quick, here's the Baker's picks for the Women's Royal Rumble. First and foremost, Naomi, my queen, you're back. I have missed you. Welcome. Second, Billie Kay, you're a treasure. You're fantastic. You deserve better, always and forever. I love you. Third, Nia telling Shayna that she couldn't beat up Tamina because she's family is everything I needed to see. And lastly, Bianca Belair, baby girl, you deserve this and so much more. I am so happy. My heart is full. What do I wish would have happened, but I knew it would not. I knew it wouldn't. Mia Yim deserved to be there. I will say this. I will repeat this. She's being buried with her reckoning or whatever. So we're not going to see that. I knew that, but she should have been there. That is all. That is me.
All right,
I'm
so
out.
let's go ahead and
Does Baker not know that she has the Rona?
I don't know
I don't
if
think
Becky
she
knows
knew.
that.
I don't think she knew.
I don't know.
So to clear the air, Becky, because you know your fellow Samoan lover, Mia Yim had Rona. Trust and believe
I'm not laughing about the Rona. I'm laughing about Krista telling Baker our show.
She's gonna
Also,
listen to it. She's gonna hear it.
Could you feel her speaking to the wrestlers in the camera? She does this thing on our podcast when she talks to wrestlers. She'll be like, Samoa Joe, we got to talk because I loved your outfit. She'll just stop everything and talk directly
She
into the
wasn't
camera.
talking to us. She was talking to them just now.
I was definitely upset when it was announced that Mia Yim had Rona, because I know, and she's become really good friends with me and Pete through those wrestling girls, and also I've connected with her as well. So I knew like how much this meant for her. Like,
Yeah.
So for her to miss it because she had Rona is just like, bruh, like it's not her fault because she came to do a job.
Yeah.
But don't worry, me and gonna come back and we just gonna push for her just like we push for Naomi. We gotta start a hashtag, we're gonna start a hashtag.
Right.
And that's that on that.
Yep. I agree.
So I love that Becky brought up the Tamina moment because I think that she's been waiting for that for a really long time. So that was a
Yes.
nice payoff for her. I also want to talk about the interruption that happened. I want to talk about Alicia Fox.
Alicia
I want to know
Fox.
how you guys felt about that
I
whole
loved it.
situation. You loved it?
I did.
Because in our household, sorry to cut you off, in our household, there was like talk of like, oh, this is going to blow up as being like, of course the Women's Rumble gets interrupted. And I was like, well, yes, but if it's done in the right way, it doesn't feel like that, you know? So go ahead.
Yeah. See, that was my thing because I was angry at first when I heard our troops and music. I was like, what
I was like,
the
no.
fuck? I had my tweet ready. It was in all caps. I had the fucking angry
With the arm.
emoji. And then when I seen that it led to, like, speaking of comedy, because this is wrestling, comedy has a huge part in wrestling, period. So when you have Alicia Fox, who's known to be a comedic character, you know, interacting with R-Truth, who is R-Truth, I was just like, okay, this is great. And then it's a title change. I mean, it's just a 24/7 title, but it was like pretty cool. And then they gave Alicia Fox a moment. Like, you know, it could have just been like Alicia Fox came, you know, we've seen legends come get eliminated. It's like, you know, whatever. But like Alicia Fox won a title. Like she had this huge moment. Yeah. And like I was like totally here for it. I wish like
and now she gets to be a title, like that's in her entry, like
thing.
that's in her thing. She's a title holder.
Yeah. And she's only one of like 4 people or 3 people that have won titles in the Royal Rumble.
No way.
I think like Hulk Hogan, someone else, and now Alicia Fox. So I'm just like, you know what? Good for you, girl.
We were in the same exact boat. Like he came out and I was like, nope, nope, why us always? And then I was like, oh, well, she won. Oh, okay, then that's fine. I was like, then this is perfect.
Yeah.
She won. She beat our tweet. She pinned him. It was so well done.
It was very well done. I
Yeah.
didn't feel like it was an interruption or
No,
disrespectful
me neither.
at all. And what's funny is that like the women's Royal Rumble was so much better and superior to the men's Royal Rumble. And like
Yeah.
those moments of storytelling, those
Mhm.
moments of like I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I shed a tear when Rhea Ripley came out because that's the first. I mean, I'm sure you guys have been wrestling fans for a long time, so I'm sure you have more moments like this. But for me, like Rhea, I've now been watching for like 3 years.
Yeah.
So to see her like do that is like, I feel like I'm with her, like
Right.
making that debut. And I
Yeah.
was just like so proud.
It
I got
was so
goosebumps.
dope.
She looked so good.
Fucking amazing.
I
She
just
did.
I was so happy she was on my team.
Yeah.
You had a good night.
Dude,
PJ.
the way to like
I did.
we had a couple scares because I was like, oh shit, she's gonna get eliminated, this and this and this, and I was like, oh fuck. But the fucking performance, and when it came down to Bianca and Rhea, I was like,
Perfect.
this is
so perfect.
like I
Got
literally,
goosebumps
me
again.
too.
Me too. I have chills because
too.
that is like what you were saying, PJ, or I don't know if it was you, Jerry, about like Rumble create stars and creating legends. And I love that the last 2 people in the Rumble were like up and coming.
Yeah.
Like Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair had been pushed as a star since like last year.
Yeah.
So it's like for them two to put on such a great performance. It got to the point where I'm glad I knew Bianca was gonna win, but it got to the point where I was like, I'm so happy for you, Rhea.
I'm not gonna cry again.
No, I was emotional just from watching the 2 of them, and it's like it couldn't have gone better. Like honestly, it was exactly how it should have been, and I was like, I can't.
When she came out, like firstly I got the number and Nick was like, okay, the next one's yours. And I'm like, okay, it's mine. And he's like, yeah, it's yours. And I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And then I was watching because I forget a lot when I say numbers. So I was watching, and then as soon as her music hit, I got full body goosebumps and I like teared up. We're talking about Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
You still talk about Alicia Fox? Because I definitely was like, somebody check on P. Alicia Fox is here.
And when Alicia Fox
on
came
the
out, I
floor.
got full body goosebumps and I teared up.
It happens.
It happens.
No.
It happens.
Yes.
Did you have anything you wanted to add though about that moment? We were talking about how like the interruption was like very well done, and so it was almost like a nice.
At first, I was just like, truth,
That's
really,
exactly what Queen
Yeah.
PR was saying. She was so mad.
really truth. And then like to see, like P said, to see Alicia Fox and Truth together and have that moment, I'm just like, okay, it makes sense. Okay, y'all got it. Cool.
Yeah. Right. That's
Like
exactly.
it didn't take up too much of the time of the Royal Rumble. It didn't distract too much of it, and that's what I like to see. Like
Right.
short, sweet, to the point. Keep it pushing.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
I would like to say a moment I really loved was the fact that Shotzi Blackheart got eliminated first.
All right, we're not gonna talk about my good Pisces sis. Okay, Pisces season is coming up. We're not going to sit here.
She got
And you know
eliminated
what's
first. That's facts. That's history.
She
That's
did.
in her fucking thing forever. That's forever,
No,
ever.
but it's
That's
crazy
in there.
because I was talking to my friend.
That's in there forever.
I was talking to my friend. I was just like, yo, it's about 5, 6, or 7 females in the ring, and there's been no eliminations yet.
Right. That's what I said.
And
It's got to
then
be a brawler. It's
Shotzi
gotta
was
be a-
just like, flat. I was like, oh man.
The fucking joy that not even me, but that my fiance Taylor, we literally at the exact same moment we both went, yes! It was so fucking like the both of us. And I was like, I fucking love you, man. Like that's my husband.
Like,
But
right, that's Dave
I was
right
like,
there.
I was like, you and me,
Mm-hmm.
we forever, just like that is in her history, forever.
Ever.
But I think we should start wrapping it up and let's talk about our girl.
Wait,
Bianca
can I say one more thing before you
Yes.
do that? I just need to give the opposite of a shout out to whatever Natty's outfit was, because
You didn't like it?
no, it photographed
not?
way better than it looked in the
Agreed.
ring
Okay.
to me.
Oh, okay. I
Her
was about to
picture
say,
on
it was-
Instagram, I was like, chef's kiss, beautiful. But then she came out in the ring and I could not figure it out.
I have a theory though, because I
Okay.
think it's because she has never not worn black.
Right.
So I feel like it was like a shock.
It was just the one piece of fabric over her crotch that really sealed the deal for me questioning everything I know about
I
fashion.
like the nude.
I just feel like she was trying to match Lana because Lana was
me
also
too.
wearing the same
Lana
color.
had
They
that,
were
yeah.
tag
Matching
team.
Lana.
So
Oh,
she was
Lana.
like
Fine.
matching Lana.
Those are
Lana
my
But her
two.
boobs
Lana
though,
came
her
out.
boobs though, I was just like,
The top was great. I loved it.
goddamn.
But
I
those
like
are
the
my two fashion moments were Natty and Damian Priest. Those are my two that stood out to me.
Lana came out looking so sad. She was like, I don't want to go in there.
Right? Like,
Lana was
I
like,
think she came out looking more determined than ever. Like,
what do you mean? No, she was like, man, I'm gonna go in here and get my ass whooped. She was like a
My
fucking
good
kid who
sister-
knows that he's gonna like, it's like, go get the switch outside, man. I gotta go get my own
Okay.
damn switch. I gotta go in here. I'm gonna get my ass whooped. That's what I had.
Listen,
feelings.
my good sister eliminated Naya. That's it.
No,
Yeah.
no, I was happy for her. We were like, please, please, please have your fucking thing. Put her through the table, bitch. Like, go do it. And, it
All
didn't.
right,
Trying
go
to
ahead.
kill her.
But wait, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Before we go to the grand finale, we have to talk about the legends that came back besides
Yes.
Alicia Fox. We have Victoria.
Yes,
Fans have
she's
been
cool.
waiting for Victoria to come back. She is really cool.
She gets 2 thumbs up from me. I liked her immediately.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
jazz music was gonna hit too after I saw Victoria come out.
Yo,
That was
I
like
would
a little
die.
inkling of me.
Yes.
Like, oh, jazz is gonna come back.
Yeah.
Tori came out.
Jillian Hall, Tori Wilson.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
it was
Tori
a
Wilson's
really good
back.
night. It was a good mix.
Mickey.
Mickey.
James
It must be
is
hard
back.
though. It must be hard to do that when you don't have a real crowd.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
It
Like, I feel
has
like
to
it's not
be.
the same. It's just really
not
not.
the
Well,
the
they
same.
have
It's not
the
even
fake
close.
crowd that is so cringy.
Right, my
to
boyfriend
me.
was just like, he was here watching Raw. And P, you know, Chris never watched wrestling with me.
Uh-huh.
He was here watching with me. He was just like, what is the difference from watching it right here on TV to watching it there? I said,
You have
one,
no
they
idea.
can't use the pre-recording
Mm-hmm.
if there's nobody there.
Right.
Two, but I'm like, but there's really no difference. He's like, I guess. Like, I'm like, you gotta be there live. Like, I had to
Yeah.
remind him of like that little boy we saw when Jeff Hardy came out.
Oh my
He was
God,
crying.
yes.
Like,
He
little
was
boy had
like,
to be 5, 6 years old, and he was crying for Jeff
It's like
Hardy when he
saying,
came
like,
out.
what's the difference between seeing a concert on TV than seeing it there? It's like there's a
Right.
difference.
But it's not a difference when you have when you're on TV watching TV.
Right.
Huge.
That's
Yeah.
what he was getting at. Like, you're on TV watching TV. Like, how is that even? I'm like, but whatever, it works. But yes, Wild Spice.
Yes.
Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair, let's do it. I have no notes. Perfection, chef's kiss, top to bottom. Did her feet touch the ground? There's a lot of speculation about that. I didn't see
She never
haven't-
touched the ground at all.
That's what I'm saying. I
No.
didn't see her feet touch the ground, so I was like, I don't know where this rumor's coming from. Y'all a bunch of haters, and y'all can be doing this shit on Black History Month. That will not
You know
stand
they
for
had
it.
to
Like, y'all
hate.
better shut the fuck up.
You know they
Shut
had
the fuck
to
up.
hate.
Her feet did not fucking touch the ground. I will literally cut a bitch. She did amazing. Number three.
Number
3.
And she was in it
And
the
I
whole
was
time.
happy.
Randy Orton, I'm looking at you.
That's why you're on the
She
floor,
was in
Randy.
it the whole time. That is why
I
women
was
run
so
the
happy
world.
when she came out at number 3 because I'm just like, ooh, Naomi and Bailey, they got beef.
Yeah.
Ooh, Bianca and Bailey, they got beef.
Right.
And Naomi got a backup. But then I kid you not, I was like, yeah, let's go Bianca, let's go Naomi. But then every time Bianca tried to eliminate Naomi, I'm like, sis,
I know.
What you doing?
I did that too. I was like, work together. I want you to work together so badly. And then when
as soon as she won, I'm gonna read exactly what I texted her. I'm gonna read exactly what I texted her.
Please do.
'Cause
I was crying.
I've been texting her all day.
I was just
I
crying.
literally texted her. I was just like, oh, wait a minute, where's that? I was like, congratulations, sis. I'm crying for you, well deserved. She texted me like this morning, like, thank you so much. No, she go, oh man, thank you so much. And then I told her, and if you guys didn't know, I actually wrote another Black History Month piece on Bianca for Hot 97, so it's up right now.
Hell
And we
yeah.
were just talking, and she had a transparent moment with me saying that it's just been a hell of a moment. She's still trying to wrap her head around it. She never saw herself in this capacity, like being this great. And I was like, listen, sis, you said so yourself. I said, well, you said that you will. I said, well, you said that as well as everyone should always strive to be the best, capitalized EST. versions of himself, and she was just like, yes.
She's the first Black woman to win a fucking Royal Rumble. That is going to be there.
That's it. Like,
all
he's the
time. Like you,
and it's like the perfect way
chills
to kick
again.
off
Like
Royal Rumble. I mean,
It's
kick
just
off.
like, oh my god!
It's just a perfect way to kick off Black History Month. Like, there's
Yeah.
no way. Like, if it was Naomi, it would have
Yeah.
been the same way.
Yeah.
But the fact that Bianca literally came up,
Yep.
she wasn't even a wrestling fan. Like,
Yeah.
can we just point? She wasn't a wrestling fan.
Yep.
She was recruited by Mark Henry.
Yep.
She came out being her natural self,
Mm-hmm.
and she literally took the world by storm. Like, we first saw her fight live at NXT that SummerSlam weekend, WrestleMania weekend, and off rip, we was just like, that's it.
We wanna. She had a title match, and we were like,
she has that. It's like you look at that girl, like you just need to even glance, and you're like, she gonna be somebody. I don't know, whatever she wants to be, she's gonna do it.
That's what it is.
And
I have to say too that, like, y'all know how much I love me some Rhea Ripley, and I just want her to succeed, and I want us to be best friends one day.
Yes,
I would have been mad
if
Rhea Ripley would have won.
Yeah.
I would have been angry because, like, as much as Rhea Ripley is going to have like a hell of a career moving forward on the main roster, like that, it was Bianca's day. It was Bianca's day from the beginning. It was Bianca's day from when she entered, you know? So
yeah. I
And
mean,
it was
if they
just
said
like-
it in her chronicle, the chronicle, I was like, I was like, that's what did it for me. I was like, it's
Yeah,
so the
yeah.
timing of the chronicle where she's like, I
I'm gonna
won't
win.
count it unless I win. I if I don't win, I don't want it. Like, and I'm like, you're gonna win, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, who's gonna be Bianca Belair? Like, who?
At this point,
Bitch,
no
who?
one.
I would like to see it.
Who?
She has it all. She really does.
That's how I was like, I know Becky's not coming back. She's not about to get her ass whooped by Bianca Belair. I was like,
She's
there's
gonna
no
be
way.
lactating everywhere. As much as we love you, Becky, you can't be lactating.
No.
It can't happen.
Yo, oh my God.
But
Everything
no, like,
about
it
was
was
beautiful.
Literally,
Everything.
I ran up and down. I was on the phone with my friend, and I ran up and down as soon as Bianca won. He's like, "What happened? Everything okay?" I was like, "Yo, Bianca just won. My good sis just won. My good sis just won."
Yeah.
Like, I had to text her, and then watching the videos of her on Montez and how he just embraced her and like
tears.
And then
like,
the photo of her and Triple H too, that one photo,
Yes.
not the one of
So
them
good.
side by side,
Yeah.
the one where he's like holding her. I was like, I love me some
and
Triple
it
H.
was and in the Chronicle, he told her, all right, you know, after this you're gonna come up to sing.
Yeah.
So it was just like a full circle moment for her when Triple H posted that picture and tweeted her out, and I'm just like, yo, Bianca has inspired myself and Pete. Like, as the conversations we've had with her on the side.
Yeah,
Somebody sent me this. Isn't that cute?
I love it.
I was actually gonna wear my Bianca shirt. She actually sent it to me after I did the article on her. It's called "Make It." The same quote that she had for her first Royal Rumble, or was it Survivor Series, "The History in the Making." She sent it to me in the shirt, but I couldn't find it. It's in my drawer.
It's all right.
It's in my drawer. I just don't know which drawer it's
The
in.
energy is here. The love is here. The support is
Right,
here. The
like,
celebration
we're
is
like-
here. It's all here.
It's too
Sis,
good.
don't ever get it twisted. We love you. You know, those wrestling girls support you. You know, Stacey Hill High Pod support you. And I was telling her,
Forever.
like, it's been crazy for her.
Yeah.
Like, even before, I'm like, girl, everybody's talking about you in
Everything.
on Twitter. Everybody's talking about you in Clubhouse. Like, when we were on Clubhouse, I texted them like, yo, everybody's talking about you. Like, you're really doing it, and we're here to support you 100%.
Yeah.
You know, she thanks us for the constant support and love that we give her, because her representation, like, she knows that her representation matters to us,
Yeah.
matters to people, to girls younger than us, matters to adults older than us. Like, it matters.
Yep.
And for her to go on and be the first woman ever to win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Fourth woman, but the first ever African-American
Right.
woman to win the Royal Rumble. And if she picks Sasha Banks
It's a
to
wrap.
fight at Mania, and they'll be the first two African-American women to main event WrestleMania.
Yep.
I can't take it.
I need y'all to let that sit in.
Yes. It has to happen.
her.
There's no
I
fucking
told
way
her,
she's
I
going after
said-
us.
It has to.
I
It has to
literally
happen.
told her, I was like, if I can find a way to Mania this year, I will definitely come.
I might risk catching COVID to see that live. I just
I
might.
really would. I was like, I would
Just
literally
might.
come to Mania and watch you perform, and just watch you perform. You don't even have to win. You can put on. I mean, no, you have to win, but you can put on the best show.
Right.
You could put on the best show ever. But the fact that you two are making history again, being the first two African American women to headline a WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, and it's bringing tears to my eyes as I talk about it. Like, it's
Yeah, for sure.
Big.
I
That's
can't.
big.
Well, I think we should just wrap it up there, y'all. To be honest, we can't say nothing
We
else.
can't top Bianca
I mean,
Belair.
that's the most important. Yeah.
That's it.
That's what I
think
just
that's it?
wanted. We should have just talked about that the whole time because
Oh,
that's
quite
what I
honest.
wanted to
Should
get to.
have.
Right.
last
I mean,
bit.
we had to be fair to. Oh wait, we missed the important part of Rumble.
Go ahead.
The New Day tribute to Brody Lee on their
Oh,
their
yeah.
attire.
Honorable
That was
mention.
so beautiful.
Yep.
That was beautiful.
That was definitely dope. I didn't realize it at first until somebody put it on Twitter, and I looked. I was like, oh my gosh, like Brody Lee, we love you, we miss you.
Yes.
Gone too soon.
Gone too
Yep.
soon.
And
That shit was
that's that on
beautiful.
that.
And that's that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for fucking being on our show with us.
Thank you for
This
having
is so
us.
fun.
This is
Yes.
awesome.
Queen PR, you did not dedicate your shot. Is there something you would like
Oh,
to
I was gonna
dedicate your
dedicate
shot to?
my shot to Black Girl Magic, but then you hit the Undertaker bell, so I was like,
Let's do one more.
We'll do one more. The Black Girl Magic, yes.
Hell yes. Well, thank you guys so much for being on our show today. Thank you
Love
so
y'all.
much for being you.
We love
Thank you so
you.
much for the content that you put into the world, for the energy that you put into the world. And join all of us, not this coming Thursday, but the next Thursday for our Valentine's Day, Thirsty Thursday special.
Wear your red and your pink.
Wear your pinks
Oh
and your
man,
reds.
do I have a red shirt? I don't think I have any red or pink wrestling shirts.
Gotta buy a new one.
Ah.
Use the code Those Wrestling Girls
It's
at
always
Rolling
for
Elbow.
more.
there you go.
There you go.
Good.
You can't. All right.
Uh,
Well, I guess that's it. We'll see you guys next week, unless PJ has another announcement.
No, I have no announcements. I just couldn't see.
Oh, okay, cool.
My
Well,
soundboard.
I guess we'll see you next week. Till then, keep your face beat and your heels high. Bye.
Insert exit music.